You think you guys are going to have some battles?
I hope so.
And now introducing your Los Angeles Clippers. At the power forward position, at 6'9", number 8, Mo. Starting at shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 20, in the middle, 7 feet 1 inch, number 40, Ivica Zubac. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 21, Patrick Beverley. Starting at the other forward position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And some notable injuries for both teams as we take a look at the players unavailable for tonight's game.
And you hope to be healthy to start the season. However, both teams find themselves at less than full strength.
And now the Lakers starting group. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. And for the Clippers, Beverly and Shamet in the backcourt together. Harkless is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question, I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
So the Clippers win the tip. Now Beverly. There's the pass to Zubac. He kicks it to Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Now, here's Shamet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Leonard missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And Green gets it to go.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Here's Beverly. Passes it to Shamet. Here's Zubac. Rebounded by the Lakers.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
James kicks to Davis. Rondo on top. Defended by Beverly. Ball's knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Shot clock at 5. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Tries again. The shot's good from McGee.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Davis sends it back. Rondo against Beverly, and it's McGee with the jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, Pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from James.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. Still without a basket in the game. And it's Beverly missing.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
Free Wi-Fi. Whoa.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Leonard. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 26 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And by virtue of their NBA schedule, their first game of the new year is against the Los Angeles Clippers.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Well, you look at these teams, evenly matched, similar capabilities. That makes for exciting games. We'll see if that's the case tonight.
Now, here's Beverly. Outside Leonard. Back to Beverly. Shot to stop the run. They get the rebound. Zubac. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Davis.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket. You look at the Lakers desperate to surround LeBron with talent to win now. They have improved, but is it enough to go deep in the West?
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Zubac. And the Lakers, for decades, Clark, a magnet for superstar free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, in recent years, more of a mixed bag in that regard. Whether it's the turmoil in the Lakers organization, I think that's part of it, or the prospect of playing in LeBron's shadow. A number of elite players have elected to go elsewhere thus far.
He hits both from the stripe.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Left side, Davis. Over Harkless, and that one's good by Davis. Davis has got his second basket of the game.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
It's stolen by Green. The drive by James, but they get it back. Rondo passes to McGee. Here's Green. Lakers working the ball around now. James kicks to Rondo. They kick it out to Green. Clock at 4. Knocked loose. Wide open look. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Rondo passes to Davis. They kick it out to Green. Takes the 3. Hands it from downtown. Green's got 5 points so far.
And Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. 9-point game. The feed now to Leonard. Harkless the pass to Leonard. Lets it go with the 3. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Lakers leading by 6. James outside. Shoots over Leonard. Count it from 12.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Off the left rim and out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Rondo gets the bucket.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And the Clippers call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and, you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
And the Lakers call time here. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny. Some stats for McGee. A very nice season for him last year. 3rd in shooting percentage and one of the great shot erasers in our game, providing the last line of defense. How about top 5 in the league for blocks?
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Lakers leading by 10. To the paint, here's Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And he can't get the first one. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
You can't make the second free throw either. Listen, both.
You know, with LeBron coming to L.A., the Lakers trying to speed up their timeline. I mean, the roster never quite got gelled. The end result, LeBron's first time outside the playoffs since 2005, which was his second season as a pro. That's a remarkable, remarkable run.
6 to shoot. Rondo passes to Davis. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And when you look back on LeBron's first year in Los Angeles, Clark, how would you rate it?
Well, I think a mild disappointment, but remember now, before he got hurt, they were 4 or 5 games above 500, but the injuries, some other drama, really changes in the front office, instability led to a disappointing and frustrating season.
Pass to Shamet. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Rondo dishes to Green. Back to Rondo. Outside, Green. Poked away. Nobody near Leonard. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. The dish to McGee. Back to LeBron. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Rondo kicks to James. Shoots over Leonard. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists now in this one. And for the Clippers, they're shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Here's Leonard. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Clark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
And the rejection by Harrell. Leonard, the pass to Shamet. It's deflected.
Helps to have a shooting guard who can block shots, a real bonus, and Caldwell Pope does a nice job at stiff-arming shooters. James
in the post. Defended by Beverly. LeBron, good.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pass to Shamet. Green with the ball. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. The Lakers also with a sub, Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Davis. The pass to Caruso. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now here's Beverly. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Caldwell Pope passes to LeBron. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here is Williams. Kicks it to Harrell. And Leonard has it in the corner. To halt the run.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
The Clippers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting two.
The first one falls.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Bradley dishes to Howard. Back to Bradley. Howard kicks to Caldwell Pope. Passes it to Caruso. 5 on the clock. Here's LeBron. And another basket for the Lakers.
You know, for LeBron, I think that mid-range shot is an important one for him to have in his bag. It keeps the defense honest.
Here's Williams. The shot that time, not on target. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Clippers with the ball after the basket by the Lakers. Here's Leonard, and the Clippers miss again.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Caruso. Kicks it out to Bradley. Caldwell Pope outside. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. From outside the arc. Bradley can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 18.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Mann. Rebound the Lakers. To the middle. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Bradley. 14 points for LeBron.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's Williams following the basket by LeBron James. Great D that time from Howard.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
LeBron passes to Caruso. Kicks it out to Bradley. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Craps in the tray.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Drills it from outside.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on an 18-5 run here. Bradley kicks to Caldwell Pope. That three off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 10.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And it's James missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Right back after this break. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting. Always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Cook out there with Avery Bradley. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Then there's Howard. And it's Dudley in at the 4 spot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
And both free throws good for Williams. I'll grade the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective. Only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Caldwell Pope passes to Howard. Here's Cook. Howard trying to free himself up. Oh, that's blocked. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Williams, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Williams has got 7.
Well, I tell you what, he's really working over that mid-range area, isn't he? Williams can pile up the points from there.
Here's Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it, and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the 3-point line. And then also defensively, be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
That one misses.
You know what? Still a consistent double-double threat every game is Howard, wanting to prove how valuable he is.
Loads it up there for Harrell. It's stolen by Davis. Cook, good. Cook's got his first basket of the night. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Now here's Williams. He's got 7. It's stolen. And here's the fast break. Cook leading the way. Good work there as it goes. Cook's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 10. Williams dishes to Leonard. Shoots over Bradley. Nobody near Williams. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Harkless comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And then for the Lakers, JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. And it's Green in for Avery Bradley. Pass to Mann. Harrell down low. Davis is on it. Harrell, that's good.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Caldwell Pope with it. He's coming off a 25-point game against Golden State.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
And here are the Clippers now after the basket by the Lakers. Zubac kicks to Williams. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Kevin, you look at Williams, and he's rather slight in build, but he's got sneaky strength and terrific body control.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Harrell. And the Lakers also making a change. Rondo's checked in.
One shot.
And that one falls for Williams.
And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
McGee finds Davis. 4 on the clock. Outside Rondo. A 3-ball. McGee trying to break free. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And it's the Lakers on the break. Rondo with the ball. And it's McGee with the jam.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
And here's Beverley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Zubac. That one, no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Cook looking it over. And there's the pass to McGee. Lakers working the ball around now. 5 to shoot. Here's Green. And the rejection by Zubac. It's Williams with the drive and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Patrick Beverley. How he did last season. Last year averaged 7 points a game, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Rondo's shot is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Williams after Rajon Rondo's bucket.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
He dishes it to Davis. McGee, the pass to Cook. Launches it. Not going to go that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Now Beverley. No points in the game yet for him. Now here's Harkless. Stolen by McGee. Lakers leading by 19 points. Right side, Rondo. Pass to Davis. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Assist from
Rondo's got 5 assists in the game. The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Beverley, the pass to Zubac. Williams with the ball. Trying to get something going. The rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Davis.
Come get it, come get it.
The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Beverley. Pass to Zubac. Now Shamet. No good that time. Great D that time from Green. Rondo drives in. It's blocked. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Some changes for the Lakers. James checked in for Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for Cook. Here's James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. James has got 16 points.
So special and exciting to watch greatness. LeBron James tonight playing at the highest level.
And the Clippers call time here. And LeBron James, Clark, climbing the all-time scoring list. Last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Third is JaVale McGee. And, of course, Montrezl Harrell.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
Williams against James. They need this. And, oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on LeBron James.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, every year it seems like Williams draws more fouls per minute. Man, he's a very savvy offensive talent.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Lou Williams. Mark, as you're watching a game unfold, what characteristics do you look for in a great closer?
Obviously confidence, a real eagerness to make difference-making plays late, and somebody who can create his own shot if a play breaks down. I mean, that's essential.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, he's an outstanding free throw percentage shooter. I mean, for his career, one of the best is Williams.
James kicks to Rondo. Now the pass to McGee. Outside, Davis. From 11 feet away. Goes back up. And the layup good by McGee. McGee's got 10 points.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Now, here's Shamet. He's covered closely. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Beverly. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Rondo. Here's Davis. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Lakers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
One shot.
Free throw good, Davis.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Harkless the pass to Shamet. Zubac kicks to Harkless. Passes it to Shamet. From deep 3-point range, a rebound by the Lakers. McGee's got 8 rebounds in this game. Davis, the pass to Rondo. Dishes it to LeBron. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by Howard.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for the Lakers. .135 left now here in the second. Over in the corner, Beverly. And just miss after miss right now. The Lakers controlling the game. Caruso kicks to James. And the Lakers get it back. Howard's shot is good.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of to build this lead on their part.
Here's Beverly following the basket by Dwight. Now, here's Shamet, guarded by Bradley, and it's in there. Shamet's got 6 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
James, no good. Well, it was the Clippers, their last game, a loss to Dallas. We've got 22 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Harrell. And it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
Here's Davis. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. 15 points in the game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got our offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. If they're serious about cutting into this deficit, it's gut check time. You hear that, Ernie? I'm hitting my gut. You got to check your gut, Ernie. Gut check time, Ernie.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Shamet and Leonard are on the wings. Harkless is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And Howard with the stuff.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal. Well, you know, last season, perhaps the most disappointing of LeBron James's career. I mean, he hadn't missed the playoffs since 2005. And amazingly, this is the one that gets me, had not missed the finals since 2010.
Now here is Davis after Mo Harkless's miss. Here's Leonard. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot.
Pass to Green. And the pass to Howard. With 1 on the clock, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Such a great rebounder, athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
And after shutting it down early, this was the longest offseason of LeBron's career.
Yeah, and a chance for him, guys, perhaps to recover from years of deep playoff runs. I know he wouldn't want it that way, but he'll take advantage of the fact that he didn't have to wear his body out as much as he has in the past. And criticized and counted out, you knew he'd be motivated to come back strong.
Now here's LeBron. 16 points for him.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And that one, good. 17 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Here is Howard. He has 7. Davis finds James. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
Yeah, they have the advantage, a big one in second chance points. Those extra possessions really help an offense, and it demoralizes the defense.
Now here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes to Harkless. Now here's Shamet, guarded by Green. From 13, they get it again. Zubac, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Howard with it, pass to LeBron. LeBron is doubled. Outside, Green. Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up over LeBron. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And the dunk by James.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
Beverly looking around. Up top, Zubac. Pass to Shamet. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. You take a look at Green. Second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Oh!
My goodness. Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
Beverly finds Zubac. Back to Beverly. Tipped away. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
So it's the Lakers now. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Lobbed up there for Howard. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You got to make a quick decision after you set the screen, and Dwight Howard knows exactly when to roll after the screen.
And here is Harkless. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Now, here's Shamet, guarded by Green. And that one's good, Shamet.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Leonard against LeBron. He kicks to Green. Right side Davis. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
Their ability to rebound and convert those second chance opportunities has been a running theme throughout.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Clark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
And he makes the first. Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Lakers have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Here is Cook. He has 6. The pass to James. Over Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Lou Williams.
You just have to discipline yourself not to fall for James' pump fake, because as soon as he gets you up in the air, you're done.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low, teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
That free throw, no good.
And, you know, when you've played over a decade and a half in the league, it's expected that you're going to slow down, but LeBron still going strong.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Clippers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Williams passes to Harrell. Passes it to Mann. And he drops it in from the low post.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Lakers shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Now McGee, 10 points for him. Here is Cook. Good D by Williams.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. A moment here to see some numbers for Bradley. Some last season stats for him. Averaged 10 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Here is Cook. He has 6. James outside. Back to Cook. Clock at 6. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Caldwell Pope for 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the left side wing. Williams kicks to Harrell. Pass to Green. Takes a 3. And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles. Caldwell. Over from Cook. James has got 24.
They've been see why. He's pouring.
Good ball movement. Back to Williams. Rebounded. 11 rebounds in the game. It's to go.
Big. Recognizes it.
Defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're...
And it's Leonard missing since the halftime break. LeBron. Zip it up off the glass. LeBron.
Passing the ball very crisply here.
The offense isn't certainly still there.
Yeah, years, but defense, that does ball handlers and his players.
And even 3-on-3. Open look. No for shooting is leaving something to be. Glass on the way.
Way inside, Kevin. Wood by the defense.
Here we go, all the way. Rebounded by McGee. Bounds in the game. And James throws it.
Meaning of the word layup, but he's can.
Score here.
Yeah, they.
One of these guys in front of you when you're McGee.
And shot blocking is about the most effort and energy.
On the first one. And the Lakers in. There's a minute for drops.
How about throwing off an exquisite
passes to Leonard. And he converts the layup. Leonard's
with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
LeBron against Green. And McGee kicks to LeBron. And he's good on the 3-ball. James has got 15 points here in the second half.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Man, guarded by Bradley. Outside Leonard. The pass to Green. Shoots over Bradley. Green, no luck. The Lakers shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Caruso, the pass to Bradley. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. Can't nail the jumper. The Clippers shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Williams with the ball. 15 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Bucket is good. Williams has got 17.
Boy, for a pint-sized guy, Williams can absorb a lot of contact. Torches his man there.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back to the action after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Jared Dudley, also Howard out there, and it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Daniels kicks to Caruso. Passes it to Dudley. It's good from long range.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Walton, the pass to Mann. Outside Robinson. Clark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
He hits the second from the line. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Daniels passes to Howard. Back to Daniels. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
Shooting two.
That's good from Howard. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injuries.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size, nightlife for some guys is important, business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles, season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Outside Robinson. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And it's Daniels with the rebound. Guarded by Robinson. Kicks it to Daniels. We've seen some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line in interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you could control that element of it. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team and each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Patterson. Man, he's covered by Daniels. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Lakers shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting at all cylinders. On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Caruso. Lakers passing it around. And here is Howard. Shot clock at 6. Buries it from three-point range.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Outside Robinson. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. He misses the free throw. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions, and the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
Now Walton. Robinson passes to Mann. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
I think he's out of his element in that situation, and credit the defense for shutting him down, locking him up.
And that one's good, Caruso.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Outside for Robinson. Rebound the Lakers. Here's Caruso. There's the pass to Daniels. Here's Caruso. On the wing, Daniels from past the arc. The rebound by Walton. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Pass to Mann. Well, Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right.
I said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed.
Right.
So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you got information that I don't have.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Dwight Howard at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Howard. Cook, he's checked in for the Lakers. And both free throws good for Howard. Here's Walton. Pass to Cabangel. Man, he's covered by Daniels. Man. And again, no good by the Clippers.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
The Clippers shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. He kicks to Walton. Pass to Cabangel. Back to Walton. Outside Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Makes it off the glass. Robinson's got 6 points in the quarter.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Here's Cook, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on a championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem. But I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
Here's Robinson. That shot is off. And here's the Lakers. They're on an 18-6 run. Here is Cook. The pass to Howard. Howard draws the double. Lakers working the ball around now. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Robinson with the block. And he gets it back. Howard, the pass to Dudley. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Patterson finds Robinson. Here's Cabangel. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
First one falls for him. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Howard. He's off on the second. Lakers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And it's McGee with the jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
All day long on the...
To the inside. Cavangeli. No good that time. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Daniels with it. Comes up empty down low.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Clark, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this area.
They sure have, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the international reach through what coaches in this country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game, not just coaches but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Here is Daniels. It's blocked. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. Here's Walton. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Los Angeles ball.
Close out on Jared.
Now here's Dudley. And McGee kicks to Daniels. Just 4 to shoot. Drills the elbow jumper. Daniels has got his first basket.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Here's Robinson. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Here is Cook. Patterson defending. Three-pointer, Daniels. And the three ball is good. Daniels has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Mann passes to Robinson. Passes it to Mann. From deep. But they'll get another chance. Another shot. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Mark, for a while now, you and I were just talking. We've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And he makes that one.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Lakers shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Walton, the pass to Mann. Over Daniels. That shot off the mark. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And asserting themselves up front here, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two. They've got to feel good about getting the upper hand tonight against the Clippers.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for LeBron.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
The shot's good from McGee.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Man, that's good, and Walton with the assist. 27 seconds left in the fourth. Here is Cook. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. McGee's shot is off. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Anthony, an impressive win, and it seemed like a collective effort out there tonight.
Guys come in and stepped up and played tremendously, so I just go out there and play with all my energy and everything I had in me and leave it out on the floor, and I'm glad we got the win.
Hey, Anthony, thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you, man.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.